back on that, if I may, that's because the nation doesn't see mental health.
No, I agree with you.
Funding has been cut severely for all of those services, and it looks like it's going to be happening again with all these regulation cutbacks.
Yeah.
I will also say to both of you, while I have you here, I'm kind of glad I have both of you to sing about. By the way, I'm Don Burke. I teach the Department of Education. I have a student, and I fear that this is going to be an exponential situation that we shall confront on campus. I have a student enrolled in one of my upper division courses who is a grandmother, and as a grandmother, she is grandmother of 2 children, and those children live with her, and I think she is legally their guardian. And this is because her daughter is a heroin addict. And she was missing my class. And, you know, and I tell the students right at the beginning of the semester, you know, in an upper division course, absences are viewed quite differently by faculty on this campus. And particularly in a professional licensure program, one of only 3.
Right.
And so she missed class again, and so I just called her aside one day after class, and I said, Mary, fictitious name, Mary, I strongly sense that there's something else going on in your life that maybe would help inform me as the instructor about how to best help you get services. And Dr. Andrazi can even verify that I've even discussed it with him about how we can help get some services going here. But nonetheless, as soon as I said that, it was like the pressure valve was released, and she started crying profusely and continued to apologize and apologize. This is a non-traditional, much older female, and she's apologizing and apologizing, and I'm like, you do not need to apologize for this. This was out of your control. What your daughter decides to do, those are based on choices that she makes. But my concern is for the grandchildren. How are they responding to all of this? And she said the mother comes back long enough to get these children all upset and depressed again, and then she leaves and goes off on another drug binge somewhere. So, I mean, just as one faculty member, that's already been confronted with this, and maybe there are others, but since we are in a state that has now been identified as the highest opioid usage in the country, I think we better get ready for this. We're going to need to, this is going to have to be a collaborative effort to help these children. And non-traditional.
I have had peer mentors who have told me, and they live in the dorms, many of them are coordinators in the dorms, tell me they see it all the time. The freshmen come in and they kind of are whatever they are. Within about 3 months, they're either on drugs or not on drugs. The ones that go on drugs, their grades go crazy. They maybe stay out the rest of the year. The second year, if they're lucky and they're smart, they're Narcs Anonymous. They come back their 3rd or 4th year after they come clean up the drugs.
Wow. What?
I have had more than one art resident coordinator tell me that they see this over and over again in February.
Well, I would agree with that because of behavioral indicators there, just as you mentioned. So I had a straight A student in my class, upper division class. He goes on to the next block of courses in our program, a social studies major. And he's just like dropped off the radar. He's not going to classes, his whole physical, you know, I mean, yeah, I mean, I think we've got to address this drug issue.
Yes. I absolutely agree.
And the grandmother, I mean, she is depressed.
Yeah.
She is in depression.
One thing we didn't talk about were like some of the resources, like counseling services. They do an excellent job, and even referring students out for assistance. I have students that I'll walk over to counseling services, so just so they can get some help right away.
You know, ask them to go, but you can't make them.
Yeah, but that is a really big one.
I've asked her to go, and
Absolutely.
Janine here is asking me about this, you know.
Yeah,
I have asked her to go to counseling services and, to go and talk about her depression and, the confidentiality that's involved with all of that. And we can refer them, but we can't make them go.
No, you can't. You can also refer them, which probably is a much harder sell, to disability support services.
Or like this, I think.
Oh,
that's
and
the
right,
bid.
and then also
Are you
BID.
on bid?
I'm not on BID, but it's
It
behavior
is a behavior
intervention.
intervention team, so even if she won't go to counseling, BIT meets like 2 hours every Monday morning, and it's these counselors, and this way her name could be on their radar and they could reach out to her. So, I mean, if you wanna, are you on that, Mary Beth?
No, but it comes out of my office, yeah.
Would you wanna give her name to Mary Beth, or do you
Well,
want?
here's what I've done. Again, after my conversation with Dr. Androzzi, I have someone coming from Berkeley County
Okay.
to talk to all of my students.
Oh,
So she doesn't feel like she's,
Right.
you know, this information is being shared with both of my sections and upper division. So I'm trying to help her best psychologically manage all of this.
right.
And see, a lot of the students that
But
we
I
have.
will,
Yeah,
yes.
Dr. Wendell,
The
he
students, yeah.
is,
Then the university could reach out.
Okay, I'll keep that in
if you
mind.
want to reach out to her,
I will do that.
one of the kids that I work with, on the
The name
weekend, I
again, Mary
work with,
Beth?
and Wendell,
passed away
W-E-N-D-L-E,
from,
and it's Air Wendell, was her name.
Okay.
yeah. So not only is this kid the placement,
Thank you.
but now he has to deal with this, missing parents.
Thanks, Larry.
It's just a lot.
Okay, yes,
All right.
I know, we had you over,
No,
so.
that's okay. It was
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
In that,
Yeah.
we're talking what it's like to.
Yeah, I think it is.
Well, there was some,
Yeah.
but well, this is made available, can we make the
Oh, yeah.
presentation?
Yeah, we could, yeah, we put it on our site.
Yes.
Send it to me.
Right.
Because this is more, informational,
No, that would be great.
important concepts about accommodation letters and
So,
DSS processing,
So
so.
for the
And,
intellectual disabilities, do you have students where
Would
you
you,
would
would you mind taking
they
this
have
and
like
take
the
the little thing here?
Usually when it comes to that, yeah, she'll get it. But a lot of times, that's the thing, like, I'm meant to point that out on that slide, like, it has to be diagnosed before age 18, or before it's considered intellectual disability.